Alright guys, welcome to part 2. In the first part, we had just started the trading sequence. So we're going to go ahead and do the second part. Oh, I hate that dog. We're going to do the second part of that. And actually we're going to do a couple more parts of that. So the next thing we're going to do is just head up here towards this house with the 2 doors on this cliff. We're going to enter the right door. Talk to this mother holding her child. She's going to ask us for the Yoshi doll, and in return she's going to give us a ribbon. And now we're going to take the ribbon to the house that has the Bow Wow in front of it. We're going to enter the right door on that house as well and trade the ribbon for a can of dog food. So we're going to talk to this little Bow Wow. And now we have the dog food. I don't know what Link could do with a can of dog food, but whatever. Alright, we're going to head back to the beach for the last part of the trading sequence we can do at this point. And then we're going to tackle the first dungeon. We should have enough time to get through the first dungeon and also get another piece of heart and get near where we have to go. So yeah. Now we're just going to walk along the beach like this. And you'll see this house with all the bananas around it. Just enter it and talk to the crazy blue alligator. And he's going to ask you for the dog food. And he's going to eat the whole thing, like, without opening it at all. He's just going to eat the whole dang bling can. Yeah, it's a little weird. And then he's going to give us some bananas. He says it's not a fair trade, but I think it's a very fair trade. We just traded some dog food for bananas. Alright, so now it's time to head to the first dungeon. We're gonna walk back down the beach and around on top to the cliffs above the beach. And we got a piece of power. I do like the piece of power a lot better than the Guardian Acorn, because you can just like home run enemies across the screen. It's so much fun. We're gonna go around here. And here is the first dungeon. We're going to stick the key in this keyhole right here. Those statues always remind me of Weedles from Pokemon. If you've ever played Pokemon. Alright, so here's the first dungeon, TLoZ Cave. First thing we're going to do is go left. Take these enemies out by knocking them off. You can't kill them with the sword though. Oh. I'm in such a hurry, I forgot to grab the key. There we go. And watch out, because those lamps back there in the back will shoot fireballs at you. Take out the gels and clip the item in the chest, which is the compass. So the compass in this game will make a little sound when you enter a room that has a key hidden in it, so that's kind of helpful. But a downside is that every time you get the compass in any dungeon, it explains that to you every single time, which is kind of annoying. Alright, now we're just going to go up here, take out the little gels, and kill this guy, and flip this switch here for a key. Right, and we're going to head right and dispatch all the enemies in this room to get the map. These skeleton guys, I can't really remember their names right now, but if you pin them up against the wall, they're easier to kill. Alright. Now we're gonna head left. Just kill all the keys. The door will open. Now these crystals, if you remember, they can be broken with your sword, so don't need special items there. Take this guy out. Well, let me talk about this guy first. This is like a miniature version of what the boss is going to be for this dungeon. And if you've ever played Link to the Past, this boss is going to be very similar to the boss of Hera's Tower in Link to the Past. So we're going to keep going up. Watch out for that spike. Just kind of let it go by, and then as it's going back, go through here and go around. Watch out for those things. I don't know what they're called. I think AVGN called the ones in Super Mario Bros. 3 atomic waffles. So we'll just go with that. Push this block in either direction and it'll open this door. And these guys are special. You need the shield to kill them. Just kind of block them with the shield and then slice them when they flip over. They're kind of similar to those annoying turtle enemies in Link to the Past that you see in the first dungeon. The darkness. So yeah, here's another cameo appearance. These are Goombas. And everybody knows what a Goomba is. If you stomp on their heads, then they will always give you a piece of, not a piece of heart, but a heart. So we try to grab this one. Yep, and there you go, and see, a heart. Pretty cool. Like I said, there are a couple more cameo appearances we're going to see in this game. There's some piranha plants and some cheeps. So here's the item for this dungeon. It's called Rock's Feather, and it allows you to jump in the air, which is awesome. We're going to use it to collect that heart that was kind of flying with wings that we saw in the other room. Just jump up and grab that. Pretty cool. Alright, now we're just going to backtrack all the way back to that main room with that enemy in it that's similar to the boss of this dungeon. I don't really know their names. Now that we have Rock's Feather, we don't have to walk all the way around. We can just kind of take shortcuts, which is nice. And you can swing your sword while you're jumping, so... Come here. Come here. Alright. Let's go ahead and open this chest for the key. Alright, and hopefully get out of that guy's way. Yes. Okay, we're gonna go above this block. As you can see why now. Go up here. Jump over here. Don't really have to deal with that guy. Unlock this block. And go up and around. We're gonna get the nightmare key. Or the nightmares key, which is basically the same thing as the big key. Or the master key in the other games. But they just renamed it the nightmares key. For whatever reason. I guess because all the bosses in this game are collectively called the nightmare. Alright, now we're gonna go down below. I didn't really want that piece of heart because the music gets annoying. Alright, we're gonna use a key on this door. There's no point in going up. I'm getting killed by these atomic waffles. I'm just gonna hop over here. And in here is the mini boss. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a couple of pointers. As soon as you jump in there, it's gonna push this big spike bar across the room at you. You're gonna want to jump over it and try to get as many hits in on the enemy as you can before it gets back over the spike bar and pushes it again. Hopefully I won't die doing this. Oh boy. Oh. See, if you can kind of pin it like that, it makes it easier. Just try not to die, because this guy takes a lot of health. And there we go. And he's going to drop a fairy and also open a portal that will take us back to the beginning of the dungeon. Which this isn't really helpful right now. I guess it is a little bit, but in the later dungeons, when they get a lot longer, that's going to be very helpful. Just kind of dodge these spikes, and there is the boss's room. Go ahead and go in there. And as you can tell, if you've ever played Link to the Past, this boss is very similar to the boss in Hero's Tower. And yes, he speeds up just like the one in Hero's Tower. And there we go. Get our heart container. Very nice. And we're going to continue up here and collect the instrument for this dungeon. You've collected the full moon's cello, or solo, or how the crap you say that, I don't know. Cello. Swamp. Path opens in the blooms. So that's kind of telling us where we gotta go next. Also, the owl's gonna tell us where to go next right here. Hoot. That's an instrument of the sirens. I have to admit, at first I did not believe you were real. That instrument, along with the 7 others in the set, has power to wake the windfish. You must collect them all. I was instructed to give you directions. Your next goal is in Kapanga Swamp. Hoot indeed. Alright, so our next destination is in the swamp, but we're not going to make it to that swamp in this video. We're going to collect a piece of heart, and that's about where I'm going to stop it at, because I'm running a little short on time at this point. If we even make it that far, I don't know. I might have to stop it before. So these guys are basically telling us that moblins came and kidnapped the Bow Wow that was in the village, the one that was chained outside that house. So yeah. They want you to go into her house, and if you want to follow the plot exactly, you can go there, and she'll just basically tell you that her Bow Wow's been stolen, and you should go look for it. I'm not going to go there in order to save time. We're going to go back through the forest, and we're going to go out on the side of the we went out when we went to the witch's hut, if you remember doing that. Now that the forest isn't jumbled, it's actually very easy to navigate it. Arr. Alright, so now that we have rock throw, we can jump over this right here and collect this piece of heart, which is our third piece of heart we've collected so far. I have a little time left, so we can go ahead and jump over this and continue along. We're going to head over here, and this owl statue gives you a hint, or some kind of hint, whatever. Anyway, we're going to go in here, and this is where the Bow Wow was taken. It's actually really short. It's just a couple of battles with moblins. It's pretty easy. I'm just going to go ahead and go through it because we have about 3 minutes left at this point. Ouch. There we go. And here's the moblin boss. He's actually very easy to fight. He basically charges at you and you just get out of his way and he rams the wall and then you slice him. It's pretty simple. If you get confused or lost, just kind of watch my technique. It's really easy. So there, he charges the wall, and then we just slice him up. Ow. About 1 or 2 more hits should do it. There we go. Let me get this fairy and come over here. And there's Bow Wow. You just walk near him and you'll pick him up and kind of carry him around with you, which is cool. So when you're on the overworld, Bow Wow will attack enemies that are near you, which is very helpful because he kills them pretty quickly. So yeah, we have about 1:30 left now. I'm just going to go ahead and stop the video here. Yeah, thanks for watching, and next part soon.